This sequel might be the best movie of the Universal Monster era. That's right, I'm talking about 1935's Bride of Frankenstein.
You can see her on my shirt right here.
As always, make sure you're following along to learn more about your favorite movie monsters. Let's get into it. Universal had the idea of making a sequel to Frankenstein as early as the preview screenings. That's right, they knew this movie was going to be a hit. Director James Whale was brought back to direct the sequel, although he thought there was no way he could top the first movie. So he thought, well, I'm just going to make the movie a, quote, hoot. Whale made the decision early in production that the bride and Mary Shelley should be played by the same actress. Both Bridget Helm and Phyllis Brooks were considered for the role, but ultimately the dual role would be given to Elsa Lanchester. Lanchester was married to Charles Laughton, who had already achieved great success in Hollywood. Lanchester, on the other hand, had not yet received that kind of acclaim. In fact, she had returned to London by the time James Whale offered her the role. She modeled the bride's hissing after swans, and actually gave herself a sore throat from filming the scene. Yeah, I don't know. Now, one major decision was to allow the monster to speak in the film. He speaks in the book, so he should learn how to talk in the movies, right? Well, Boris Karloff was against this decision. He thought the monster lost his charm if he was able to speak. James Whale and makeup artist Jack Pierce worked together to get the bride's look right. In fact, they spent a lot of time just getting the wig just right. Now here's a fun piece of trivia. In the original ending, Henry was not going to escape the collapsing castle, but Whale decided to reshoot the ending so that Henry would survive. But if you look close enough, you can still see Colin Clive on screen when the laboratory is collapsing. Obviously couldn't reshoot that. Now at the time of release, the movie was generally well received, but not nearly as well received as Frankenstein was. That would change over the years, and it's now considered the superior film. What do you think about The Bride of Frankenstein? Where does it rank for you in the Universal Monsters? Like I said, it's my personal favorite. It's one I make sure to watch every year around Halloween.